In the hill country, the land is often terraced for cultivation. Here and in the valleys, good crops of rice, maize, sugarcane and tobacco are grown. Here is a team of oxen and Filipino workers going out into the fields. The Filipinos, who are a Malay people mixed with Chinese and Spanish stock, are intelligent and industrious, adaptable and clever with their hands. More than half the population can read and write. During the last war, the islanders suffered heavily from bomb damage and invasion. Only now, with international help, are they recovering from it. There is only one big city, Manila, until recently the capital. It is a considerable seaport and commercial center with a population of about 500,000. Quezon, the new capital, is nearby. Apart from these, the people live mostly in small towns and villages, often accessible only by water. Here is a typical one. The Filipinos are nearly all Catholics. For centuries, the islands belonged to Spain. Indeed, their name derives from the Spanish king, Philip II. You can see the European influence in the way the people dress, and in their faces and physique there is evidence of Spanish blood. A stream runs through this village so that there is no lack of water. In fact, quite the reverse, so that houses are built on stilts as a protection against floods, and also against wild animals and snakes. There are great tracts of forest in these islands, and forestry is one of the biggest industries, still in process of being developed. The Filipinos have obtained help and advice from other countries about forest conservation and management, and in return they have been able to teach others something about their traditional techniques of transporting heavy timber across mountain valleys. With such a wealth of timber, it is not surprising that paper making from wood pulp is another developing industry. One of their great natural resources is marble. Outcrops of natural rock are found in many places, and the marble is quarried for building and other purposes. This is another considerable industry. The marble is also exported for sculpture or decoration. The crude blocks are transported, often over great distances, to workshops. Here the stone is cut by machine and then polished to bring out the beauty of pattern and grain. Marble working is a highly skilled craft, at which these people have become experts. A traditional industry is the making of fine cotton textiles. Weaving and spinning by hand are age-old village crafts, and these are still carried on. But the textile industry is now being developed on a much larger scale and, with modern equipment, producing fabrics of high quality for export. Another traditional village craft that is being developed into a modern industry is pottery. For centuries, families of potters have made pots molded by hand to supply local household needs, such as these water pots. The clay vessels are fired in open straw kilns. The straw is lit and allowed to burn through in a slow, smouldering fire that bakes the pots. Latterly, however, foreign technicians have been introduced to teach the Filipino workers the use of the wheel and other improved techniques, with the result that in this field also an export market is being built up. These, then, are some of the ways in which these vigorous island people are being helped to recreate for themselves a more prosperous life. More than anything, they have been quick to grasp the possibilities for them of the aeroplane, which has largely solved the problem of transport and communication for these scattered and inaccessible islands. Manila is recognized as an international airport, and the younger generation of Filipinos have readily acquired the technical and organizational skills that this entails. Thanks to the air, the Philippines are no longer cut off from each other and from the rest of the modern world.